Hi, and welcome to the DNR Wildlife Management Program. In this short video, we're going to give you an inside tour of pure Wisconsin wilderness and the ways and reasons we work to keep Wisconsin wild. The wildlife management team consists of 150 positions, with 80% of the positions working out in the field, improving conditions for Wisconsin's wildlife. Working shoulder to shoulder with partners around the state, the program manages 652,900 acres of prime wildlife areas. It's a pretty big job, as the program not only manages wildlife areas around the state, but we also assist in the management of habitat on state parks and state forests. In addition, the program also works closely with county forest and federal agency staff with a keen eye towards enhancing and promoting wildlife populations that we all enjoy. By promoting land stewardship practices, we strive to maintain the wetlands, forests, savannas, and grasslands that are vital in providing habitat for hundreds of species. If you're a hunter, trapper, angler, or simply enjoy the outdoors, the Wildlife Program helps make this opportunity available to everyone in Wisconsin and beyond. From establishing hunting seasons, to raising and stocking 75,000 pheasants on wildlife areas around the state, to providing trapper education courses, or establishing hunter walking trails, the Wildlife Management Program is intrinsically involved, making sure that the habitat is welcoming to the creatures that live there, as well as the human visitors that pass through. But let's be honest, even with 150 folks on the wildlife team, we couldn't do it alone. That's where our partners come in. Whether a group adopts management activities on a wildlife area by picking up garbage in the parking lot, cutting invasive species, or installing signage on the property to enhance the customer's experience, working shoulder to shoulder with the public is the name of the game. Programs like the Deer Management Assistance Program, or DMAP, that works directly with landowners to improve habitat for deer and other wildlife, or the Young Forest Partnership that helps folks improve grouse habitat, were created by the DNR and have become models for other states. As a prime example of the Wisconsin DNR's efforts to engage the public, county deer advisory councils were developed to give us the opportunity to hear directly from the public on deer management issues. By working with private landowners, we established the VPA, or Voluntary Public Access Program, which opened up over 36,000 acres on 200 different private properties to hunters that previously didn't exist. In addition to working with partners, the DNR Wildlife Management Program actively evaluates wildlife populations and, when necessary, works to manage overabundant populations as well as restoring populations by reintroducing native wildlife to the state's landscape. In one shining example of our efforts to restore wildlife populations native to Wisconsin, we partnered with Michigan, Kentucky, tribes, and the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation and systematically translocated and monitor elk and enhance habitat for elk populations throughout west central and northern Wisconsin. As a result, in 2018, we were able to host the first managed elk hunt in the history of Wisconsin. The administrators, biologists, field technicians, and volunteers that make up the DNR Wildlife Program work year-round, 24/7, to conduct surveys to monitor wildlife populations. From grouse and woodcock to bears, wolves, waterfowl, deer, and every animal in between, the DNR wildlife folks are in the field, working hard to improve habitat for all types of wildlife and manage wildlife populations. The evaluation of Wisconsin's wildlife doesn't stop with the population surveys, but rather, the Wildlife Program puts the health of our wildlife high on the priority list. As a result, the program maintains a strong program of wildlife disease monitoring and other health issues affecting wildlife, including closely tracking chronic wasting disease and investigating potential impacts of bovine tuberculosis and other diseases in Wisconsin deer population, as well as diseases in our fur bearers, such as rabies and distemper, bird diseases such as avian influenza, as well as any number of diseases that impact the wildlife we all enjoy. In addition to our own unending education, we also help to provide education centers right in the heart of our wildlife areas. These education centers open up young minds and hearts, helping the future generations of hunters and wildlife lovers gain a greater appreciation of the wild world around us. Lastly, this year we introduced Hunt Wild. This robust app can help you find public property and the property boundaries, to recreate, view electronic regulations, as well as providing hunting hours based on your location for any species you're hunting, all on your smartphone. And for all this, let's just take a moment to say thank you. We say thanks because it's you that makes all of this possible. Our funding is primarily derived from the hunting and trapping public, license fees, or indirectly through federal aid and wildlife restoration funds, which are derived from taxes on guns, ammo, archery, equipment, and handguns. In essence, we are all working together. So together, let's continue to enhance, improve, and monitor the wildlife, the habitat, and the state properties we can all call Wisconsin wilderness.